Hi there. I'm Bjarne from Salen Adventure Vans, and we have a new van tour video. Here's the ski storage, wetsuits, shelves, bikes, pizza oven, wood stove, office table, oven, the liquor cabinet, an outdoor shower, cocktail bar, poop with a view. I'm fired up. This is a 2021 Mercedes Sprinter van, 170 wheelbase, so it's their medium version. It's 4x4 with a diesel engine, so it's really powerful and great for off-road. The layout and design for this van is something completely new, and it's something I thought about for a really long time. We created it in a 3D software program first on the computer to see how can we utilize the space as much as possible. I didn't build this entire van myself. It's a teamwork from our entire company. Everyone has done their part, and this is the result. Check it out. Both the driver's seat and the passenger seat swivels around, which means you can have dinner in here for, 3-4 people. When the driver's seat is swiveled around, you can push this table down nice and easy, and it goes really fast because under the table there is a pedestal. Then you take these cushions and you put them out, and suddenly you have a really big guest bed. So why is this divider a good thing behind the seats? Well, it's because when it's really cold outside and you turn the heater on when you're driving, it takes forever to heat up because you need to heat up the entire van. And the other way around, when it's really hot outside and you turn the air conditioner on, you need to cool down the entire van. It takes forever. But with the divider, it goes super quick. Pretty much the same as a car. This is a redwood wood slab, and it's basically the best office table you can possibly imagine. Because the pedestal is helping you to put the table up or down exactly how you want it. And if you want to have a little bit of extended office table, you can do that too. Put this guy here. Comes nice and close to your stomach, elbows, and your keyboard. I forgot my computer, I was going to show you that, but you can imagine that. This window you can open and close here on both of these guys. And if you turn the fan on in the ceiling, it creates like a nice draft. These vans are custom made, and they're not factory made at all. All this beautiful woodwork we have in here, the grain matching cabinets and the wood slabs, countertops and tables, and all the handcrafted woodworking we have in these vans, it really feels like you're bringing the nature into the van, and that's something we're trying to create here. There are 2 heating sources in this van, and this is one of them. It's a normal wood stove that you see in cabins and homes, etc. It's just this one is a little bit smaller. This is from Cubic mini wood stoves, and when this one is cranking, it gets hot in here. I use these in most of my vans I personally built, actually. Why I really like it is because obviously it's very, very cozy, and it makes it so nice and warm in here. The heat that comes from this is a very dry heat, which means if you come into the van and it's raining outside and you've been for a hike, or you've been skiing, or you've been surfing or biking, and things are wet, turn this one on and those things gonna dry pretty quick in here. If you only have one heating source in the van, and it's this one, I would recommend putting it lower down, because obviously heat goes that way, which you should know by now, by the way. And that's more efficient if you have the wood stove lower down. The second heater is an S-bar heater. It connects to the diesel tank and it heats up the van really, really quick. It doesn't have the same dry heat as this one, but it's a really efficient heater, that's for sure. All the cabinets have a lot of drawers, and there is a reason for that. If you have one big drawer, most of the time you only use like 50% of it in the bottom. The rest is kind of empty. So instead of just having one large one, for example, right here, we have 2. One for little spices, and then up here for silverware. And that's basically how the van is built, to utilize as much storage as you possibly can. Some good grain match for these cabinets and charging capabilities in this one. In the back here we have the wardrobe. Some more storage right here. And in this guy we have some of these. And that's for this one. Cut in the specific sizes so they fit nice and slick in there. And here comes the liquor cabinet. It's pretty key to have this thing here when you have friends over for dinner. Under here is the refrigerator. This is a Dometic CFX 55. It doesn't use a lot of power and is really quiet. And you can fit a lot of food in these. If you're 1 to 2 people on the road and you cook a lot of food, I strongly recommend these ones. Welcome to the kitchen area. Under the cabinet here we have the wine glasses, and they're actually secured so they don't fall out. Spices are under here, the ones that I'm using most of the time, so they're easy to access and they don't fall down, and it looks kind of cool too. Counter space is really, really important. So with the countertops we have here, the wood slabs and the protection for this stove here, there's a lot of countertop space. Like, I never felt there is not enough. 3-burner propane stove. I'm a big fan of induction cooktops, I know that, but this one has a key feature. It's an oven as well. Like, who does not want to be out there and bake some cookies? It's pretty sweet. Done. It's on. Really hot. And the propane tank is in the back, and it's sealed, and it's up to code, etc. So that's in a safe spot too. There is a 20-gallon water container that is over the wheel well in the back of the van, so it saves a lot of space. Over here we have the sink and the faucet, and as per usual, I'm a big fan of the foot pump. So now you might wonder, why a foot pump and not an electrical pump? Well, there are several reasons for this. So hear me out. A foot pump uses way less water than an electrical pump. And water is very heavy. And weight in a van is never good. You want to keep the weight down as much as possible. Plus you have to fill up water all the time, which is a pain. So that's one of the reasons. Another reason is that if you have bad luck and you run out of power in your van and you have an electrical pump, you literally don't have any water. And also, when it gets really cold and you leave your van for several days and everything is just frozen, a foot pump doesn't shatter and you have water leaks everywhere. An electrical pump can actually do that, and I have a lot of friends that had that problem. I never had that problem. The only bad thing with the foot pump though is that if you're gonna fill up a water bottle, it takes forever. So that's why we have a Yeti silo water container. You just fill up your water bottles there, and it goes really quick to do that. So yes, I'm a big fan of the foot pump. Bedroom is obviously an important thing, and this bed is pretty long. It is 6 feet and 4 inches from here all the way to there, and it's wide enough for 2 people. Instead of having the bed all the way to the side, we decided to use 2/3 of the width, and then 1/3 put cabinets up there, and you have a lot of storage in these cabinets. On the other side there are some reading lights. You can charge your phone, and switches for both ceiling and under cabinets. Around the window there is this beautiful redwood wood slab, the same style as the rest of the wood slabs throughout the van. So back to that diesel heater that I mentioned earlier. It's a pretty cool thing because it's like a Y flap vent kind of thing on it. So I can decide if I want the heat to come in here to the van or into the garage area where you can dry a lot of stuff. So let me show you that. Okay, so this area of the van I'm really excited about. Right there, that's where the heater comes out as well. When you're inside the van, you can decide if you want the warm air to come into the van or here or 50-50. So if you've been out for a ski tour and your ski boots are wet and your liners are soaked and they kind of stink, you don't want to have them in the van because that can lead to a traumatic experience basically. They can stink pretty bad. Yeah. Put them here, crank the heater on, and they will dry sooner than later. Plus, here's the ski storage. So 3 to 4 pairs of skis can fit in here. Ski boots, liners, you have your crampons, harness, ice axes, all of it can fit in here. You can also use it for wetsuits after you've been out surfing in the ocean. Or you put these shelves in, which means you can put whatever you want in there. So to say that I am a little bit excited about that storage area is an understatement. I'm fired up. To me, it creates a 4-season adventure van for whatever you want to do. It's amazing. Under the bed, we have this sliding platform that comes out that you can use for a lot of different things. You can keep your bikes under there, so they're easy accessible and safe and secure. You can even have your pizza oven in there that comes out nice and easy, and you have a pizza party with your friends. It's true. It works 100% and it's so good. Or if you want, you can also have a poop with a view, if you know what I mean. Inside there is where all the electrical things are. There is a lot of power. We have two 200 amp hour lithium batteries. There is a 2000 watt inverter. There are fuses and breakers. You can charge this van in 3 different ways. There is a 320 watt solar panel on the roof. You can also plug the van in with an extension cord if you're staying at someone's house or in a campground, etc. Or you can just drive the van and the batteries will be charged. It's a pretty fancy system, but it's reliable, it is safe, it's high quality, and we put it in all our vans that we are building here. And it's all connected to a display that's in the front of the van. On that display, you can see all the functions, how much power you are using, how much you get from the solar panel, how much you have consumed, how much percentage you have left. You can also have the Victron app on your phone, which means it's Bluetooth connected and you can see what's going on left and right. Here we have this Thule organizer where you can keep climbing shoes if you want, or different ski goggles. It's really nice to keep things organized when you're on the road. Well, welcome to the solar deck. It's enough room for 2 people to sleep here, so you can sleep under the stars. That's the ceiling fan. That's the chimney for the wood stove. And over there is obviously the solar panel. These little guys in the middle are pretty good if you want to strap things down to the roof. For example, kayak, windsurfing gear, your surfboard. You can put whatever you want up here. You can also take up some chairs and enjoy that beautiful view. I nearly forgot to mention something. There is a shower as well. It's an outdoor shower and it works like this. You take up the shower curtain, hang it across, and then you bring out the hose from the inside of the van that's connected to a water pump, an electrical water pump. You put it up and there is your shower. We are based in Hood River, Oregon, and there is one more thing I would like to show you of this van. It's the cocktail bar. It's the same redwood as the countertop and table inside of the van. Please subscribe to this YouTube channel, and if you want more updates, please follow us on Instagram. It's at Salen Adventure Vans, or Facebook at Salen Adventure Vans. Thank you so much, and I hope to see you around the corner.
I saw the